Bah! Still there. Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
It fucking sucked. The ending was shit.
So... I was watching it again this morning because my brother was watching it for the first time. It's so goofy.
It's,
Spoilers, by the way.
Everyone's watched it.
Anyone
who's a Game of Thrones fan has watched it. Mm-hmm. Anyone who hasn't started watching Game of Thrones, you're shit out of luck. It's been 8 seasons in 8 years?
Yeah, our friend Nick has started watching it for the first time.
So it's like, there's no excuse. And if you haven't watched it, don't even bother. Because the ending's pretty shit. The ending's, fuck, it's just bad. They made some guy in a wheelchair king. What? Like, that would ever happen?
Nick was freaking out about that, too.
Well, all I thought was that maybe that's why he said, no to, Winterfell and everything.
Yeah.
Because he knew he was going to be selected for king.
It must be good to, everyone's, shitting themselves fighting the White Walkers and stuff. But Bran's just everything's going to work out. That's why I'm calm like this all the time.
I saw it. I saw it with one of my fucking stupid-ass birds that are continuously flying around. I mean, actually, I liked the first half of the episode really good.
There were parts of it that I really liked, and then, the other parts of it were really
the first half was really good up to John killing Danny. I was like, wow, this is pretty good. And then it was just alright, we only have 40 minutes to squeeze in a season and a half of material. So let's just start going. That's pretty much what it was.
I would have loved it if that was just a season on its own.
I found out that HBO offered them 2 seasons, 10 episodes each. But these are the same guys that are about to make Star Wars. Mm-hmm. So they were just no, we're not doing both. We're just going to do the trilogy that's going to make us billionaires. Because each of those movies will gross over $1 billion each.
So I wonder why, do you think it would have been horrible if they did 2 extra seasons but with different writers?
I have no idea. Maybe. Or maybe they were the ones that had the rights to it. I have no idea what the situation was. All I know is they said, no, we'll do it in 6. And it's obvious because they wanted to do Star Wars.
Yeah.
They wanted to start that train ride.
Everybody knows.
Which is fine. I accept. I'd rather have a good 3 Star Wars movies than Game of Thrones, I guess.
They better be good, because if those Star Wars movies now are
these guys have written other stuff that is good. It's the first time they've ever dropped the ball. Mm-hmm. But it seems that they dropped the ball because they were we can make more money doing this. So. Which is understandable. I was saying to Anthony, I was if I was in their shoes, I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, 2 more seasons and writing stories at the same time? No, I like to have a life. So this is going to end today. It was just
Should we talk about the good stuff or the goofy stuff first?
What was goofy?
So, one thing I thought was pretty goofy was...
Was it the water bottle by Sam's feet?
Yeah.
You should throw a picture up with that.
There it is. But watching it again, I thought it was kind of ridiculous. It was poetic too, but still kind of ridiculous when Daenerys' dragon... when the dragon finds her dead, he burns the Iron Throne. So it's cool, but at the same time I'm so the dragon knows that the throne is the reason why she died?
Probably. It's a pretty smart creature.
Yeah.
It knew it died. There has to be, maybe there's some telepathy connection with them. Because how did he know she died?
He did the dragon just appear.
So maybe there's some connection where he can interpret things up to a point and be oh, this is why she died, and then was just bah. Or I told Anthony yesterday he's cross-eyed, thought he was burning John, but he's actually just missing him funny. Completely.
The dragon's one weakness is that it's not good with close range.
Yeah. So it was bah! It's yeah, I got him. Picked her up and threw away, but John was just standing there huh? I thought it was really cool before that scene when John was walking up and the dragon was covered in ash.
Yeah.
I thought for a second there was rubble falling and I thought the mountain was about to climb out.
Well, I didn't realize that was ash, that wasn't snow.
What happens to you when you leave this room?
Well, because I thought it was snowing.
Why would it be snowing? The war's over.
Because it's winter?
It's not winter anymore.
Oh.
That's the whole thing.
Okay.
They bring winter.
Gotcha.
Oh my god. I hope for your sake Gonzo doesn't listen to this one. Thought it was snowing. Ash, the whole city burnt down. You watched for a whole episode of her burning block by block by block.
I guess it would make sense. And then, like, the next day, there was...
It wasn't the next day, though. It was, like, months or weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude. I love it. Thank God you're good at editing, because your common sense sometimes is... Do you think John just grew a beard
I'm not
in a day?
I'm not...
He just let him, so he trims it every day because he grows 7 inches every 14 hours.
I had another stupid moment.
I'm sure you did. Your life is filled with them.
But, like, because I imagined you and Gonzo, I imagined this conversation in an alternate reality.
Okay.
So it was able to give me insight. But at the end, when John walks out with the wildlings, for a few seconds, I was just like, oh, is he guiding them back to their tribe? It took me a second, and then I thought about that, having that conversation with you and Gonzo, and be like, Steve, he's living with them. Oh, that does make sense.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to help. So I wondered if he has to go back to the wall at, like, certain times, or can he just chill out in the north, and it doesn't really matter? Because he is the Night Watch, so he has to...
Which is another funny thing is, are the Unsullied going to check up on him to see if he's
Well, that was the big thing, too. Like, why wouldn't he just, like, wait? Like, go on the boat.
Because they have honor.
Yeah, I mean, also because they had to end the show. And 40 minutes. That's what they had to do. They had a 40-minute block to cover a season and a half of material. So things had to get... It's like, where the story ended... probably would make sense if you had a full fucking season.
Yeah.
I mean, Arya, I liked Arya just leaving and going to explore.
I like that too.
I thought that was cool. That was nice.
That's what I'm saying. There was a lot of good things, like Sansa being Queen of the North.
I can't stand her. She's the dumbest.
I don't like her
Her
either.
character was horrifically written this last season. Mm-hmm. It was just like, she is going to be a bitch and have zero logical thinking. Why would you not want to bend the fucking knee? Who gives a shit? I don't understand that, dude. She has fucking dragons, and she just saved you from being fucking annihilated by the dead. You don't want to kneel to her? Okay.
It would have been nice if there was a moment where Sansa would have had some type of insight to know that Daenerys was going to be corrupt instead of just, not liking her because she doesn't like her.
She's only corrupt because, I'll tell you who really dropped the ball, was Sam telling...
that it should be a democracy?
No, telling Jon that, he was Targaryen. They just kept that shit quiet.
Mm-hmm.
None of that would have happened. She wouldn't have burnt the city. Her and Jon would still be making sweet love. And that she'd be the ruler, not insane. Mm-hmm. And maybe that one chick's head wouldn't have got cut off. So
Sam's the real villain.
Yeah. I think Sam's the real villain. I think no logical thinking also is a real villain on that show.
Yeah. But that's like with Varys. Like, he's like a smart character, but then he decides to tell Jon that, hey, we need to betray the queen. Like
he tells like everyone.
Yeah,
he tells like Tyrion. He tells anyone who's listening, hey, I'm gonna betray the queen.
Really dumb.
Know that? Did you know that? I'm gonna betray
Lord of Whispers.
Yeah, the guy who's gone through like the most insane shit and like doesn't get caught doing anything, and then he's like, oh yeah, and then what was he writing and then burned? How many notes was that guy writing? Remember, he was like writing like notes nonstop. How many people are you telling that Jon's Targaryen?
That was probably my biggest disappointment because that was such a shit like treatment for a character. He deserved so much better than to just die like that.
Yeah, well, they only had 40 minutes.
Yeah.
They only had 6
Like, I would have loved to see a whole season where not only is Daenerys dealing with Cersei, but she's also dealing with an internal power struggle. That would have made things so much more interesting.
Yeah. Well, sorry, they only had 6 episodes. Which is, I mean, we should have all known.
Yeah.
It was going to be shit.
But get it out.
But unfortunately, they had to deal with it.
It's
over now.
It's over.
So I don't really even give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's done.
It's like whatever.
I got 7 great seasons and 1 okay season. That's better than what most shows can give you.
I did love the scene where they have the meeting for the first time.
Yes.
And what's his name is in charge of the money.
Oh, oh my god. Like, I can see his name.
I'm so bad with names, too.
I can see... Gonzo said in that one chat, I can't remember his fucking name. Isn't it like a B? Isn't it like something Ovo? Raro.
I think it does start with a B.
Bararo.
Ba-va-va-va-va.
The funny, cool guy.
Braun.
I knew it started with a B. Yeah.
Davos on there.
Of course he is. Brianna of Troy.
Being a knight, and same thing with, what's his face?
Oh, Padre.
Podrick. People are so pissed.
Padre.
People are so pissed. You don't know who these people's names are? That's what Gonzo always gets
Isn't
mad at me.
Padre like father in Spanish? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Padre.
Padre.
Now, Podrick seems like he has a sweet gig. He just pushes the king around in his wheelchair.
He's a glorified bodyguard. I thought it was really cool that they wrote down, that Brianna wrote down in that book
Yeah.
for Jamie saying he died protecting the queen.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool. Also, that would have been cooler if there was a whole season before that. That whole last closing 15 minutes would have been awesome if there was a whole other fucking season in front of it.
It would have been worth a lot more.
We just got there.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, we're going to keep John alive. And why would they keep John alive? I don't know. It's just... Show's over, folks.
Show's over. It's done.
It's not a big deal anymore.
Move on.
They fucked up. You can analyze it for another... I'm sure another 2 months will go by. People go... Blah, 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 and they don't get...
Here's the problem with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, they don't get brought up again when they start making prequels and whatever. Who cares? It's over.
It's over.
And if you haven't watched it, you can start watching it. Jamie's the...
I still think it's a show worth watching, even though the last season kind of falls apart.
Yeah. And season 7 dialogue wasn't even as good as the other seasons.
Oh,
the
no.
dialogue started...
Because all the dialogue had to be like... Well, dialogue is essentially like you're supposed to move the plot, but in that season specifically, it's like, you say this, good, done, next.
Good. Get out of here.
Like when Nick was pointing out too, when Jon and Tyrion were talking, when Tyrion is prisoner,
Yeah.
it's like the only point of that conversation was to make Jon kill Daenerys, and that's all it served.
You are my queen. You're my queen. And my aunt.
I did like that scene though when they're talking right before she dies, and you could see that crazy look in her eyes, and she thinks what she's doing is right, that she's so lost.
I mean, were King's Landing people that good anyway? That I wasn't a problem with, but she wasn't going to stop.
No.
I don't think anybody would argue that King's Landing is filled with fucking scummy ass fucking people. Those are the same people that cheered Ned Stark and his head chopped off. So I have no sympathy for them.
What about the kids? And
What about the kids? Whatever, we gotta save every kid in the world? Huh? We gotta play Superman? Lucky I'm not in that world. Because I still would have had 3 dragons. And I would have won much easier than stupid dumb bitch who fell in love with semi-hot snow.
That was dumb too. They should have just killed the dragon off in the fight with the White Walkers, only to keep it alive to die in the beginning of the next episode.
Hell yeah, I got shot right in the heart by a fucking hidden fleet that was in the middle of the ocean.
It's so dumb.
Game of Thrones is dumb. It's just dumb. The last season was dumb.
You didn't get your ending where Jamie actually survived somehow.
I just wanted Jamie to live, and then when he went back for Cersei, I was like, he's not going to live.
That was really goofy, too, when he goes down there, and there's only that one pile of rocks. It's like the whole place didn't collapse. It just happens to be the spot that they were standing in.
Oh, well, it looks like that.
Yeah.
But all of it collapsed. It was just some pillars were left standing. That's why there was daylight going through.
Oh, okay.
What happens to you?
What? I wasn't the only one who thought that.
Who else thought that?
My brother.
Oh, that's good.
And then Gonzo said it too in the chat.
Really?
Yeah.
There was giant gapes of fucking light coming through. It was all rubble across the floor.
Yeah. It just didn't look like it when you were looking at the shots of it.
Sometimes.
So there's daylight, but there's not a lot of piles of rocks and stuff. Why you gotta judge me?
I don't know. I'm done with this show. It's over. It was an okay show. 7 out of 9.
7 out of 9.
7 of 9.
I wonder what those new Star Wars movies are going to be like.
Horrible.
Aren't there rumors that I guess rumors are rumors that
it's about Jango Fett? It's just going to be Jango Fett going...
You would hate that.
woo! Yeah, because Boba Fett and Jango Fett are the worst bounty hunters in the entire galaxy. I don't care what everybody says. In 3 movies, sorry, let me rephrase that. In like 6 movies, they accomplished 0.0% of their goals. Couldn't outrun Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't beat Mace Windu. Couldn't catch Luke Skywalker on his own. Vader literally had to hand him to him. Han Solo. He literally gifted it to him.
Here you go.
I'm the greatest bounty hunter of all time. Gotcha, Solo.
Gets killed by a blind guy.
Gets killed by
Boba Fett!
Which is probably like my favorite thing too, because you're like, dude, Boba Fett's so good. I go, he literally got accidentally killed by a blind guy. Han was blind and he goes, Boba Fett? Where? And he hits him in a fucking stick. So probably, I'm surprised that just a stick lightly hitting your jetpack can send it fucking going absolutely insane, and then he goes into the pit. There was a yearbook in the comic book who crawled out of the pit. Yeah, well, if it didn't happen in the movies, it didn't happen in real life. That's it. It just didn't happen.
I am excited about the Mandalorian show.
Are you?
Yeah.
Isn't that one dude in it that was in Rogue One? That one French guy?
I think so.
Isn't he the character?
Is he?
I think he is.
Oh, I didn't know.
I think he's the whatever they're called.
I haven't done much research. I
Gable
just saw that teaser footage that they had at the convention.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy was in it.
That should be cool.
And I hope it's cool. But Disney worries me.
Yeah.
I'm always worried that Disney's just gonna. I'm gonna see if I can find the trailer.
Okay.
We can keep talking. Oh, Bikini Bottom.
Ooh. Super mega. That'll be the next podcast this Friday.
What?
We're going to be seeing Matt and Ryan.
I'm not going.
You're not going?
Yeah, I decided not to go.
We're going to be seeing Super Mega Live. We got tickets so we can go meet them and talk to them and stuff. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll talk about that on our
It'll
next
be fun.
podcast. Yeah.
We'll go there. We'll probably take some pictures.
Mm-hmm. Get some merch.
I think you get free merch, don't you?
Yeah, you get
just
free
for,
merch.
Just for showing up.
For the VIP
For the
tickets.
VIP?
Yeah.
How do you spell Mandalorian?
It's M-A-N.
It is M-A.
Yeah.
Okay. So oh, fuck you! God
Gino just cleared out the whole search and he's using his TV remote to type it in.
Really? Fucking hate tech. You know what?
You should have just typed Mandalorian and it probably would have came up.
Well, alright. Let's do that. All I typed in was stars. Marilyn Manson pops up.
Yeah.
Macy
Williams.
Was it D?
Yeah, Mandal.
Aha!
There it is.
There it is. I was like, I typed out all of Star Wars.
Dun-dun.
Good luck syncing this up.
Oh, God.
Oh, man, this quality's 100%.
That's what I was going to say. This is all, like, cell phone footage.
Why don't they release it? Why do they only show it at a stupid fucking convention?
I don't know. Especially when, it's leaked.
Yeah, are we not good
enough?
enough?
You might as well. So we can see it. And
so what is it? Is this about... It doesn't have to do with the bounty hunter, right? He's just like a guy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if he is a bounty hunter or not.
If he is, he'll be no better than his friends. Oh, that's cool. This is going to be one Disney?
Yeah.
Disney Plus?
Yeah, it's going to be on the Disney Plus.
What we're bringing
But,
to the screen for the
yeah,
first
all I know
time
it's about a
live action.
This
Mandalorian.
quality is so bad.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of annoyed by it.
This is, like, lower
About
than
5 years after
380.
Return of the Jedi. This series.
Yeah?
John
Mandalorian.
He's good.
This new
I like
character
him.
is a gunfighter or a bounty hunter. A
This
citizen
new
of the
character
underworld
that you've
on
never
the
seen
outer reaches of the
before.
galaxy.
Hey, it's Boba Fett.
No,
It starts off with
no, it's not
him
Boba
just
Fett. He's
punching
actually
out
better than
bodies
Boba Fett because he doesn't get killed by a blind
It's a
guy.
character you've never met.
Would you be pissed if it turns out that the Mandalorian is actually Boba Fett?
Yeah. Also, it'd be like expected. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. If they were like, see, that's the guy from Rogue One. He's playing that dude,
Oh, okay.
which is good because he's a really good actor. So I'm actually happy that he's playing it.
Here we are.
We're all kind of covered in our own armor.
In terms of the directors, I think John chose the team really, really well.
Yeah, John's just great. He's the best director ever. That's why he's directed nothing. What has he directed?
Lion King.
The new one?
Yeah.
He directed CGI. That must be really... Cut! Let's run that program again. Directed CGI.
I think he's doing a sequel for Jungle Book.
Is he just like? Does he have like a hard-on for like children's books or something?
I guess. He seems like he likes working with kids and stuff. No, I don't. I'm not saying that.
Hollywood. We know how that's gonna end up.
No, that's not what I was saying.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I like all the concept art.
It's kind of cool that it's gonna be like a show, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there'll be like episodes. That's like new.
And
Is this like the first like live action like Star Wars series? I don't think there's ever been like a show besides like Clone Wars and stuff, right?
Yeah, this is the first one.
And the Star Wars Christmas special.
Oh God, everyone loves that.
Watch and enjoy.
But it'd also be cool to see.
She's not. He's not.
That's why I liked Solo, because I think it's interesting to see Star Wars stuff when there's not like Jedi around or included.
Yeah, except for at the end when Darth Maul comes out.
Yeah.
With his fucking awesome double-bladed lightsaber, he goes, "We'll be making out more intensely."
Hopefully, I appear in the Obi-Wan movie. Otherwise, what has this all been for?
I mean, that's my wet dream. It's an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie played by Ewan McGregor, and
everyone wants it, so just do it.
yeah, literally, is not a person who was like, I don't ever want to see that. Everybody wants him back in his Obi-Wan role. Everybody wants a standalone Obi-Wan Kenobi movie because we all love Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's our fucking favorite character.
One of the only good things that came out of the prequels.
Yeah. It's Ewan McGregor. Mm-hmm. He fucking killed it.
He did.
He, like, saved that franchise. Him and, like, Mace Windu was always really cool. You know, whenever the Jedis were on screen, they were casted well.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, the other Jedis, like, whenever they're doing, like, like, the acting was fine. Liam Neeson's a great actor. Samuel Jackson's an awesome actor.
The guy who plays Darth Sidious.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. He's a great
name
actor. Anakin sucked.
He is horrible.
You know, it's like he also kind of sucks, and then the lines just did not help either.
No.
The writing was horrific at times.
Both of that is just...
So he had no chance. Like, oh, maybe I had better lines. He might have been able to pull it through, but...
I like, with someone... Was it Fanboy Flicks? You sent me that video, and he pointed out that George Lucas doesn't show what characters are feeling.
Yeah, he
literally makes the characters say what they're feeling, and it's so corny and cheesy.
I'm so upset. Well, everyone
You're
says
tearing me apart.
Everyone says that he must have gotten like one line to write in episode 9, The Force Awakens, because when they first go to that planet, and Rey goes, "I never knew there was so much green in all of the universe."
That is
someone's like, they gave him one line to write, and that's the line that George Lucas wrote.
That is a very George Lucas line.
Because that was like the worst line in like the entire fucking movie.
Yeah, he's not. Oh, George.
I feel bad for people who hate on The Last Jedi too so hardcore. It wasn't that bad. People like to nitpick pretty hardcore.
It's like, even going back to the prequels, like, sure, overall they're bad, but there's a lot of good things you could pull out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think Revenge of the Sith is actually a really good movie.
I actually like Revenge of the Sith the most out of all the prequels.
Clone Wars is horrific.
Oh, yeah. The pacing is horrible in that movie.
Very bad. And Phantom Menace is okay.
Yeah.
It's like 6 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Clone Wars is 3 out of 10. Easily. Revenge of the Sith is probably like an 8 out of 10. I really enjoy that movie. Return of the Jedi, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Empire Strikes Back, 10 out of 10. New Hope, 9 out of 10.
Okay.
A little slow in the beginning. But that's kind of, normal. And I thought the new movies were good too. I thought Force Awakens was fucking awesome.
I loved Force Awakens.
And I still think Last Jedi was good. It was a little, whatever. I'm just annoyed. So they had J.J. Abrams do the first one. Now they have him do the last one. Why don't you let the guy just do the whole fucking trilogy?
Like I said, I think he just didn't think he was going to want to do anymore.
Well, they should have forced him. Because he did Force Awakens great. Mm-hmm. So I have high confidence that what's it called? The Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Will be just as good.
I just think the issue with Last Jedi was also pacing, and then the fact that, like, the other half of the movie was not interesting.
Oh, and Rose sucks.
Yeah.
The worst character who we did not see at all in the trailer. So I'm assuming they probably just like made her character disappear, I hope. That poor girl.
Yeah, and then like I was looking forward to see more Finn, and he got stuck with her, and they
Yeah.
kind of forced him to fight Phasma. It didn't like build up to anything.
Kind of built up.
You think so?
I don't fucking know. I don't really care. It looked pretty cool. That scene at least looked cool.
Yeah.
If the scene doesn't make any sense, but it looks cool, I'm okay.
And then I guess the big complaint too is the main bad guy not being like anything.
Snoke?
Yeah, that they just killed him off.
Maybe because the main bad guy is actually back. We heard him laugh in the trailer. He's the main bad guy.
We'll see.
He does his laugh thing. Imagine you laugh like that. That's how I laugh.
Very intimidating laugh. I wouldn't know what to do against that.
Kill yourself. That's all you can do.
The creepiest thing is the fucking 360 flip he did when
Yeah.
when Mace Windu and the other Jedi
That's why they
arrested him.
lost. Because they were like, fuck.
Yeah, we always talk.
Oh, I never made any sense like Mace Windu's like, alright, I'm gonna bring some low tier Jedi with me. I'm not gonna get like Obi-Wan and like Yoda. I'm not gonna wait for the whole crew to assemble. I'm just gonna fucking get some of these low fucking level dudes and just walk on up there.
Like, he's the Sith Lord behind everything, that he's got to be strong.
Nope. Mace Windu's like, I could take him. Hey, he almost did.
He almost, yeah.
He
almost
kind of
beat
did,
him.
actually.
It was Anakin's fault. He was reflecting the lightning, too.
I need him. Why would he just be like, alright, just cut his hands off so he can't do lightning stuff and we'll put him on trial?
Huh.
Good idea.
Do you think they could still use Force Lightning if their hands got cut off?
I'm going to give you a big no.
You don't think so? They could shoot it out of their nubs?
No. You need your fingertips, dude. You need
I
your
guess that's where the
fingertips.
lightning protrudes out.
That's where it comes out. Who the fuck knows?
Could you imagine watching Return of the Jedi for the first time and seeing the Emperor shoot lightning at someone?
That's
that must have been
probably
insane.
I can only imagine.
You're like, what? You can do that?
Just out of nowhere too.
Yeah.
You had like no idea that was coming.
Because we're used to Star Wars lore and know the powers and stuff like that, but seeing that for the first time.
Real dick move that Obi-Wan couldn't like throw him a fucking bone and let him know that.
By the way,
Yeah.
he shoots lightning. Watch out for that.
They didn't even do
Even Yoda too. He fought him.
Yeah. Someone should have told him. They were just like, nah, dude, fuck it.
You got it, Luke. You got it.
You have to kill your dad. And you have to kill Sidious. I don't want to do it. Well, you have to.
You have to.
So go out there and do it, you bitch. Okay.
That's how the conversation went.
And then he did it.
Obi-Wan did a horrible job. He didn't tell him
Obi-Wan
anything.
didn't tell him anything. So much could have been avoided. By the way, Vader's your dad. So don't get cornered or he'll chop your hand off.
Leia's your sister.
Leia's your sister. Han will bang your sister. You will have a kid. And he'll be an asshole too.
Giving you a heads up.
Yeah. And then, you're going to have to deal with that. But he's only an asshole because you're a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, you thought about killing a kid. Don't do that.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker's character. Like how Luke Skywalker's character just goes like, yeah, I'll kill a kid.
I'll kill a kid.
After he did everything to save his father who killed millions and billions
Probably
of
found out
people.
that he killed younglings.
Yeah, and it was like, I can save him. Ben has a nightmare. I can't save him.
I can't save this child who has so much room and years ahead of him to grow.
I can't save this guy who's actually done nothing yet. Who only thinks about doing bad stuff. I can't save this guy. That's where a real complaint comes in for Last Jedi.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
And that's the whole reason why Kylo is the way he is.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah, people, I know a lot of people get pissed off about that.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, well, so he sees good in Vader, but not his nephew had a bad thought. No, he must die.
He must.
He must die. But then he stopped. But it was too late.
It was too late. I'm going to stop. I'm still going to have my lightsaber on.
Well, he should have been like, oh, I was just looking for something.
It was just, I needed a nightlight.
It was dark. Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then the whole movie would have been avoided. Ben would have went on to be a moody teen. That's all he was.
Yeah.
He was just moody. Look at Nick. Your brother's still a moody teen. And he's like 25.
It's because he's sitting around listening to Billie Eilish all day.
Second podcast in a row. where we've talked negatively about. Good thing he never listens to us, so he'll never know.
Well, I told him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
What
I
did
was
he
like,
say?
oh, you should listen to the next podcast because Gino talks about you.
What?
He's like, of course he did. I can only imagine what he said. I didn't tell him anything. I didn't say like what you saying.
I'm gonna get like a text from him. Really?
I loved Dennis responding to the chat. We talked about our friend Dennis and Zelda, and then like randomly, Dennis just tells me that he's offended. I was like, what? He's like, that because I mumble. I was like, and then I suddenly remembered that I said it in Zelda.
Oh, Dennis, you do mumble. You mumble like a mumble motherfucker, dude. It's bad.
But I just thought it was funny, and I was like, I realized, oh, Dennis watched our video. Yeah,
We love you, but you mumble.
You mumble.
I don't care. Let people hear his mumble. It don't even matter. Don't put his mic on.
Don't put his mic
They're
on.
not gonna hear him anyway. Just leave it off. Leave it for suspense. Have people wonder what he's saying.
Who is this Dennis?
I am so not in the mood to work.
You never are.
Nah, I fucking hate my job.
Plus, it's a nice day out.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Finally. It was like 90 yesterday.
Yeah, it was pretty
and like
hot.
a billion degrees. And then like today it's like 70 and like perfect. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it does that, but it needs to stop.
Just Jersey for you.
It's one day it's 99, next day it's 62, and then it's 58,000 degrees. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
This climate is shit. Shit climate.
Thanks a lot.
Either be hot or don't be hot. I don't want this fucking baby ass bullshit.
Flipping, flopping.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. It's one thing I really hate about Jersey, especially in the spring. Like you can have it snow one day and then be 80 the next day, and it's just like stop.
Was the last summer at least consistent, or no? Was the weather also crazy?
It was actually extremely wet last summer.
Yeah.
It was like humid and wet every day.
Ugh.
Yeah, well that's Jersey. I mean, that's almost every day in the summer, you're going to get a thunderstorm. Almost every day. Just because it's so humid, and once the sun starts setting, that's when all the shit goes wild. It's a perfect bed of annoying... I mean, that's like every day in Jersey, you'll get a thunderstorm at like 5 o'clock as the sun's setting, and it's fucking annoying as shit. And it just makes me like depressed. And then it pours, and you're just like, ugh.
And you're at work.
Yeah, I mean, at least I'm inside. But it's still like, I'll just be like, I'll be sitting in my office and you're like, I'm like, what the fuck? I look out, I'm like, it's always raining. It's hot and then it rains. It's hot, then it rains. It's hot, then it... It's like everywhere we get like a stretch of hot where it doesn't pour.
Yeah.
Then those are the worst days too. I mean, at least the rain, it kind of cools everything off. But there's times where like in Jersey, it's like Arizona. It'll be like 100 for like 4 days. And we're just like, why? Why did this happen? It always, oh God, it's so random weather in the Northeast. Just non-stop randomness. I fucking hate it.
I still think it's better than Alaska. I don't understand how people like live in Alaska and they're like, yeah, I like it here. I'm like, what? Why?
It's gorgeous, dude. The sun doesn't come up for a time of the year, and then it doesn't go away another time of the year.
And then it's summer for like a month, and then you better hope that the summer's nice. Because there was one summer I was there, and it rained for most of the summer.
Damn.
So you couldn't do anything.
Why don't you just invest in an umbrella?
Could've.
You know, we have those.
Really?
We've come far enough in civilization to have
Whoa.
an umbrella to
Wow.
protect you from the acid rain.
How do they work?
Well, you open it,
Uh-huh.
and it's a giant canopy
Yeah.
with giant holes in it.
Okay.
So you can tell if it's raining or not. So you know if the rain stopped or not.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
Some guy invented it back in the 1300s. It was originally made out of sheep wool. But it was like, it would get really heavy from the rain.
A sheep wool umbrella.
Because the rain would, you know, it would soak up all the rain. And the guys were like, we gotta get it fucking... This won't work. So they tried like human leather.
Human leather.
That still had the same problem. And then they, what are the umbrellas even made out of? What's that material?
Like plastic or vinyl or
Weird.
something.
It's something weird.
Mm-hmm.
I never owned an umbrella in my entire life. And I think people who do are pussies. That's my stance on umbrellas. I think people who own umbrellas need to grow up.
So what do you do when it's raining? Put a hood on?
Fucking walk. I mean, it's not like, first of all, it's 2019. Go to your car. I mean, where you... If you're in the city, it's called a hood. Well, what if you're a lady? You don't wear a hood. Buy a hood.
Yeah, I've never. Well, I
Never.
can't say never, but I can't remember the last time I used an umbrella.
Never owned an umbrella in my life. I think actually the last time I used an umbrella was actually at a funeral, which is depressing. What's more depressing than a funeral? When it's raining out.
Yeah.
Makes it double sad. Makes it double.
It's like the fucking movies, too. They always do that in movies. Whenever there's a funeral scene,
It's always raining. Yeah, it's like double sad. I can't remember whose funeral that everyone was. I was like a kid though. It was like pouring rain. I was like, "Whoa, this is dark." And then I watched like Night of the Living Dead like 2 days ago, like before that funeral as a kid. So I was like kind of like sketched out.
You thought the dead were gonna start.
Yeah,
Coming back.
and the opening of that movie, that's what the opening is.
Yeah.
Those two people go to visit whoever's fucking grave. I think their dads or their moms. I can't remember who grave it was, but then that's when they meet the first zombie, and that one dude who I think that's how I would be. Was like mocking it. They're coming for you, Clarice. And then he bites him. And she goes like flying back and like busts his head on like a tombstone and dies. And then you see him later in the movie as a zombie.
It's cool.
And he kills his sister. Spoiler.
Spoiler
alert.
For a movie that's been out.
No one survives too, because even that black dude dies at the end. Because he goes up to the top window and he's just looking out at the people coming, shooting zombies in the field, and they think he's a zombie, so they just shoot him in the head.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been so long, I barely remember that movie.
Great movie. Probably my favorite zombie movie of all time. Mm-hmm. Top, probably my all-time favorite. It's still scary
Still
to this
holds up.
day. It's just like creepy. Mm-hmm. It's creepy. The acting is amazing. The original Dawn of the Dead's really good too. Day of the Dead's pretty good.
What's the worst zombie movie you've ever seen?
The one where they start like working and like what's that one? Land of the Dead?
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Right,
too.
that's the one.
When they start learning how to use guns.
That's not a good zombie.
No.
That's a bad zombie movie.
Do you remember there was specifically a scene where fucking someone cuts the head off the zombie, but they didn't cut it all the way, and the head flies back like a yo-yo, and then comes back and then bites the dude.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It's so ridiculous. But yeah, when the zombies start learning how to use guns, it's like, then what makes them different from like people?
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
They're not different. They're
And
just
then
dead.
and then they let them go at the end.
Yeah,
That was horrible.
I was in the theaters with my dad, I think. We were both just like, well, that fucking sucked.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the worst zombies I ever saw in the theater. Dawn of the Dead, the remake was amazing when they're at the mall.
Yeah, I love that one.
And that end's awesome too. They just all die, it looks like.
The zombie baby.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool too.
Oh.
That dude was all. They had so many good actors in that movie too. It was good.
The one lady they bring in a fucking wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
And then she turns into a zombie.
And they can run and then she can sprint.
Yeah.
Which is amazing that, like, there's no way that girl could have sprinted at all, but then once she's a zombie, she's just like, ah!
That's like when we play World War Z. Like, once in a while, there'll be, like, a tubby zombie, and he runs just as fast as the skinny ones.
And I always said, like, those are the ones I can't deal with.
No.
I give up in that situation. If I turn on the news and I saw, like, hordes, like, from World War Z game, just running through, like, city blocks, I'm turning that off. I'll make myself a nice meal, enjoy it, and I'm probably putting a bullet in my head because I'm not dealing with running zombies. I can't deal with that.
No.
Slow ones I can deal with. I can deal with that. Walking Dead zombies, be totally fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine. Just chill in my basement. Wait it out.
Wait it out.
Wait it out, man. Let people kill each other. I'll eat some Pop-Tarts. You know? And then when shit settles, I'll come up. It's just some zombies walking around. Build a fence. End of the day. I'm fine. Make a garden in my backyard.
That'd be nice.
Be easy. Mm-hmm. Nobody around. Simple.
He'd like it. Like, it's quiet.
I would be like Thanos when he's just like gardening by himself, like on a planet. That's what I'd be. If every human just disappeared tomorrow, I'd be like, okay. I go crops right back there. I'd be like Thanos, just digging and plowing and just
picking things.
Sitting there in complete and utter silence and never have to see another human again. I think I'll be okay.
It reminds me of when me and my brother drove through Canada. And we'd be, like, in the middle of nowhere, and it'd be, like, no human being, like, in miles. Like, I've never experienced, like, how quiet it was over there.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it? It's pretty nice.
It's pretty nuts. I'm like, I've never had, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I've never been in an area where it's been this quiet.
My grandpa's property was like that when he had that up in New York State. It was, There was like nearest neighbor was like 5 miles away or something like that.
Like I didn't even hear like a bird
like-
chirping or anything.
Like you could walk outside and it's just like nothing. Like,
Yeah.
This is pretty nice. But there's still assholes in the house, so I wasn't totally alone. Unfortunately. Just another day. Oh, God.
Gino's gonna suffer at work.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm trying to think. We should get 5 Guys.
Okay.
We should. I want something to like... I need something to look forward to in life.
Yeah.
So that will help me. Even though yesterday was so fucking slow at work. Which is kind of cool. I got to watch like 7 episodes of D Space Nine. Just sit at my desk.
That's amazing.
They were like making nothing. I had like one order to pull. I was like, fuck yeah. From like 4 to like 9. I was just in the office just watching DS9.
I have a question. What is... I think I already know, but what's your favorite Star Trek episode? Next Gen.
Darmok.
Darmok?
And Jalad. Yeah, it's when he...
Is that the Picard episode you always talk about?
Yeah, when he meets this other alien. And the alien communicates through events that their society went through. Like they kind of like if you fail at something, they say like Shaka when the walls fell, but it's like a battle that went horribly wrong in their society, so they reference that when they fail at something.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And of course Picard figures it out and like learns how to like talk and like understands like their dialect, because he gets transferred down to a planet with this alien, because in their culture 2 separate tribes on their planet met on an island, and they became friends because they both beat a foreign creature together.
Oh.
And that's how they became allies. So that's what they wanted to do. They didn't know who the Federation was, so they thought if they could defeat something together that they would become allies.
That's really
like
cool.
their story. And of course it goes wrong because it's Star Trek. And that captain ends up dying actually.
Jeez.
And whatnot. But Picard finally like understands like what he was trying to do. And then there's like a really cool scene where he's like, he tells a story about like Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
And like his way to just to tell this guy a story. And it's like probably like one of the best scenes in Star Trek. And at the end, they finally beam him back up. The other ship's pissed off now because the Enterprise like opened fire on him to get Picard back and stuff like that, because Riker, was like, I can't deal with this anymore. I got to get this guy back on here. So they finally get him on, and like they're like about to go to war with each other, and then Picard comes in and like speaks their language like perfectly.
Of course.
And like lets them like pretty much tells them exactly what happened, and the guys are totally cool with it and just leave. It's just like Picard's the man. I fucking love Picard.
I can't wait for his show.
Yeah, it's on CBS All Access.
There was like something leaked for it, but it was only like a few seconds, so I didn't want to watch it.
Why? I kind of want to watch it.
So let's look at it.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
What is it? Just him sitting at a desk?
Oh
shit! I'm diving into the.
It's like some dude talking to him.
Okay, man, I want to watch that.
Picard trailer.
Would that be it?
It'll probably show up if you do that.
No,
that's
concept.
not it. You'll see a lot of people's
photo.
reactions to it.
No. Oh, footage leak?
This could be it. Yeah, it's someone just talking about it. Where is it?
Yeah, no, this guy's a homo. So, we're not gonna watch it. So, whatever. I have no idea where it is. Because it just looks like it's just fucking reaction videos.
Let me try looking for it.
No.
Okay.
No, we're gonna watch this instead.
Okay.
Imagine I put a clip on. No. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
It'll be good. I'll watch anything with Picard.
So, but you need that CBS app.
My cousin Dan has it, so I'm just gonna steal his login.
Oh, there you go.
You can come over and watch it.
Yes.
Well, you have to actually watch Next Gen first.
Okay, I gotta do that.
You can't watch Picard. What are you gonna do? Watch the sequel about stories you never saw? Watch Next Gen.
Okay.
And
I'll
then
do
watch
that.
Deep Space Nine.
And then watch the movies.
And then watch the movies. And then watch Voyager. And then you can watch Picard.
I got a lot of homework
Yeah.
to do. When does Picard come out?
sometime next year.
All right, I got a whole year then. I could do it.
Start powering through it.
I'll start doing that instead of watching. I keep binging Malcolm in the Middle.
It's a dumb show.
I love that
good
show.
You told me that one time. You're like, oh, it's my child. I was like, I never watched this stupid ass show.
It's really funny.
It's not though.
Bryan Cranston's awesome.
He's
in it.
good, but the show's stupid.
He's hilarious.
King of the Hill is funny.
Yes.
Family Guy was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was good.
Yes.
Saved by the Bell was great.
No.
I watched that like when I was sick.
I wasn't crazy about that.
What about, what's that one show? Family Matters? Nah, that's a great show.
The Urkel show.
You never watched that show because you were a white fucking loser fucking kid.
What does that mean?
Never watched it. You didn't watch
I watched
Black
Family
Comedy.
Matters.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Tell me one episode from Family Matters.
The Halloween one where he makes a little Urkel puppet and it comes to life and it kills
It's the
people.
most popular episode.
Oh, you wanted the most popular one?
No, I said that's one of the most popular episodes.
Oh.
Probably just watch a compilation.
What about the one where he clones
What's the characters' names?
Urkel?
What's the dad's name?
Carl.
And what does he do?
Carl Winslow. He's a cop.
What about the wife?
I don't remember her name.
Her son?
I don't.
Her daughter?
Clara.
The neighbors?
What neighbors?
That's pretty good.
Fucking hardcore. Grilling me on that shit.
I haven't watched the show in like 20 years.
Yeah.
I just watched when I was a kid. That, even though like I even hate religion as a kid, but Seventh Heaven was just like a hilarious show.
you told me about that.
I found it funny even at like a young age. I thought it was like over the top, like ridiculous. Like
The edit someone made of the scene where they talk about finding marijuana.
That's like the best scene.
And then they edit in the gunshot.
Yeah. Where do you think you're going? They show the gun go off where she ended up getting shot actually in an episode, which was like a cool episode. Of course, it came out like around Columbine. That's how you can like date the show, yeah. It's like 2002, I think, or something like that. 2000. They had an episode about like 9/11 and shit. I'm like, fuck, I forgot how old this show is. Where they was still like new when that shit was going on. It's a funny ass show though. I love. It's so funny.
That was I feel like a lot of those like late 90s shows that had like a lot of serious topics and stuff.
You
like
needed
that.
to, man.
Fresh Prince had like a gun episode too.
You have to reach the kids. How you gonna reach these kids, man? Guns, violence. Listen to Marilyn Manson. What? Wearing black? What?
It's Manson's fault that Columbine happened.
This guy's literally the next devil.
I love when people try to find a scapegoat for things. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Our next scapegoat is Iran, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Prepare yourselves, everyone. Looks like America's going to go to war with Iran. Because of nothing. What's this? How long has this been going? 45 minutes?
48.
48 minutes?!
Yeah, you can see right there.
That's a timer?!
Wait, if we give it another 9 seconds, it'll be 49 minutes.
Wow, would that be your longest one ever? Oh no, longest one. Did we almost go an hour one time?
There was one where we definitely went almost an hour. It was like 50-something
It
minutes.
won't be this one.
No.
Because I'm kind of done talking.
Yeah.
Topics
and you're
are
hungry.
over. I'm not like dying hungry, but I'm done speaking into a mic.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to say. Nothing important. Except for Steve has AIDS. So see you guys later.